Have you ever wondered if there's a better way to build good habits? What if it had nothing to do with willpower and everything to do with making good choices so easy they become automatic? Well, let's dive into exactly how that works.
Look, we've all been there, right? You get this burst of motivation, you set a new goal, and then, well, life happens. But what if the secret to sticking with it isn't about trying harder? What if it's about setting up your life so the right thing happens without you even thinking about it? To really understand this, we actually need to go way back. We're talking the 1800s. We're going to meet a store owner who was so frustrated, he accidentally discovered one of the most powerful rules of behavior change ever. Okay, so meet John Henry Patterson. He runs a store in Dayton, Ohio, and he's got a huge problem. Business should be great. He's got customers, but he's just bleeding money. Turns out his employees had their hands in the cash drawer. It was an open till, and they were helping themselves. He was trying to solve a problem of human temptation, and it was sinking his business.
So look at what he did. He could have tried threatening his employees or giving them some big motivational speech about honesty, but he didn't. Instead, he found a piece of technology. He bought two of these brand new inventions called cash registers, which did one simple, beautiful thing. They automatically locked the money away after every sale.
And the result was absolutely staggering. $5,000. In just the first 6 months, his store went from losing money hand over fist to making a profit of what would be well over $100,000 today. Now think about that. He didn't change the people. He changed the environment to make stealing almost impossible.
And that is the big idea here. Patterson's fix wasn't a daily battle of wills. It was a single, one-time decision that automated honest behavior. So let's take that brilliant idea and see how we can turn it from a machine into a mindset.
This quote right here says it all. Instead of using your willpower to say no to temptation over and over again, you just make the bad habit a huge pain to do. You add what's called friction. You make it difficult, inconvenient, maybe even impossible. Suddenly, the path of least resistance is the good habit you wanted all along.
And this brings us to this powerful concept, one-time actions. These are those smart, single choices you make. Yeah, they take a little effort up front, but then they go to work for you, locking in good habits and paying you back day after day, week after week. You do the work once, and you reap the rewards forever.
Let's just compare these two ways of thinking. On the left, you've got the hard way, the willpower way. It's draining, it's exhausting, and it's the first thing to go when you're tired or stressed. But on the right, that's the smart way. You make one strategic decision to change your environment, and boom, the good behavior becomes automatic. It works for you even on your absolute worst days.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually put this into practice? Well, this next part is all about the practical stuff. A whole toolkit of one-time actions you can use to start automating a better life like today. Want to get better sleep? Don't just try harder to go to bed on time. Automate it. A one-time purchase of a really good mattress makes your bed a place you want to be. Getting blackout curtains sends an unmistakable signal to your brain, it's dark, it's time to rest. And getting the TV out of the bedroom, that's a single action that removes endless temptation every single night.
And this works wonders for your productivity. I mean, take 1 hour to just mass unsubscribe from all those email newsletters you never read. That one action saves you from countless distractions for months. Turn off all those notifications on your phone. You're not just getting rid of beeps and buzzes, you're building a fortress of focus around yourself with a few simple clicks.
Oh, and your finances? This is a total game changer. It might take, 20 minutes to set up an automatic savings plan, but that one action ensures you're saving money without ever having to think about it. You're basically making your future financially responsible self the default version of you. It's financial discipline on autopilot.
But here's the thing. We need to talk about the flip side of this, because automation is a double-edged sword. It's a really powerful tool, but it's also being used against us every single day to make our worst habits the easiest ones to do. Seriously, think about it. Why is it so ridiculously easy to binge watch an entire series on Netflix? Autoplay. The next episode starts before you can even think about stopping. The path of least resistance is to just keep sitting there. Modern tech is designed to make our worst impulses completely, utterly frictionless. And the cost of this is, well, it's huge. The average person now spends more than 2 hours a day on social media. That adds up to over 600 hours a year. Just let that sink in for a second. What could you learn, build, or create with an extra 600 hours? It's an insane amount of our lives is just being siphoned away by automated distraction.
So, how do you fight back? You use the same principle, but in reverse. You have to intentionally create friction. Here's a wild idea. Have a trusted friend change your social media passwords on Monday morning. Just like that, the bad habit is impossible. You get your whole week to focus. Then, on Friday, you get the new password, and you can enjoy it intentionally, on your own terms, not on the app's terms.
I absolutely love this quote. Social media, a lot of the internet, it's mental candy. It's sweet, it's easy, but it's not nourishing. When you take that candy out of arm's reach, you'll be surprised how much easier it is to finally have an appetite for the healthy stuff, the deep work, the hobbies, the real connections.
So this really brings us to the ultimate goal here. This isn't just about a few clever tricks. It's about becoming the conscious designer of your own world.
What we're aiming for is to create an environment of inevitability. That's a space, physical and digital, that you design so perfectly that good habits aren't just something you hope for. They're pretty much guaranteed. It's where doing the right thing becomes the easiest and most obvious choice you can make.
And let's end on this really powerful thought from the philosopher Alfred North Whitehead. This stuff goes way beyond just being more productive. Automating the good stuff is how we, as people and as a society, free up our brain power to solve bigger, more interesting problems. So the question I want to leave you with is this: what operations in your life are you ready to automate so you can advance to whatever is next for you?